It's a very good ball club. You can see why College of Charleston came in 11-4, and with the numbers that they had, specifically on the mound. Tough to score early. The pitcher did a really nice job throwing 4 pitches for strikes and keeping us off a little bit. But I really liked the way our guys stayed connected, and every pitcher that went in there seemed to pick the pitcher up that he was going in for. Darden throws 2 clean innings, gets in a little trouble. Clayton comes in, gets ground ball double play, inning ending. And it was like that with the pitching staff. Everybody came in and did a job, picked each other up for every guy that went in there. And Hoffman putting up a big 0 in the 8th inning. He's done that now a couple of times, which was huge. Cooper banging the ball around today, a couple of doubles, a couple of RBIs, and when we win 4-3, those 2 RBI hits are huge. But we showed our toughness there at the end with the 3 spot in the 8th off of All-American caliber relief pitcher who just has incredible numbers. So our guys really, I thought, saved the best for last and found a way to string 7 quality at-bats together, which ended up in the difference in the game, and then hanging on the way we did in the 9th, which was not easy. It's never easy against good teams, but proud of the way our guys competed, proud of the way we fought at the end, and found a way to pull it off.
Questions for players?
Can you talk about the 2 doubles there tonight and how big those were?
It really goes to show the credit to our pitching staff for being able to keep us in a game like that. And the hitters just chipping away, and the pitchers being able to pass the baton off to each other and keep the hitters still in the game, being able to keep it close. Huge credit to them to be able to do that.
Talk about coming in there in that type of situation and having to put the shutdown inning out there.
Yeah, it's great. We had great pitch calling from Coach Bellinger. Coop was a wall behind the plate today. It's not easy to be a catcher down there or behind the plate. It's good, but the defense was awesome. Pitch calling was great, and then the bats came alive late, which is always awesome to see.
What was it like seeing those guys rally for those 3?
It's a lot of fun. We always have trust in everybody. Sometimes get hit early, and we never lose faith. So it's awesome.
Any other questions for players?
Coop, you guys, I think, have won 6 in a row now. Talk about the momentum you guys are building.
Yeah, we come to the field every day with 1 pitch, 1 inning, 1 out, stuff like that kind of mindset, 1 day at a time. And we're just using this as momentum. Really good chemistry within the locker room and on the field. Just taking it 1 day at a time, and continue to play some good baseball.
All right, I know the answer is coach here, but who's got the best mustache?
I'm gonna say Tyler Corbett. He's always the favorite. Sorry, coach, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Corbett on this one.
Also,
Nick, you agree?
Corbett's got a good mustache right now.
All right. Thank you, players.
I think Corbett's is good. He can do the wax and twist.
Yeah. All right, go ahead with questions for Coach Bakich.
Coach, this was a game you guys had to come back again against, as you said, a really good opponent. What does this do for your psyche as you guys continue to move forward?
I think it just anchors in the believability that we can play from a deficit. We're never out of the fight. It's one thing to say it, talk about it. It's another thing to do it. And so that's kind of been, part of our training. We put our guys in these types of environments that are above game speed. We do mental toughness training in the fall. They get after it in the weight room with Coach Franzblaw, and it's an environment that we create to build that toughness, that mental toughness, to know that they can come back. And we don't always have to talk about it. We can be about it. And once we start to do it a few times, then that really anchors in that confidence that, yeah, we can come back. We're never out of the fight. whatever the deficit is, we're gonna find a way. And preferably we get the lead and keep the lead. But if we need to come back, we can come back.
Unlike basketball and baseball, conference record and how you do in the conference is a huge factor when it gets to the end of the season. You guys are riding a 6-game win streak going into conference play. How does that feel for you?
Well, you just always want to be playing well. And, a lot of times in baseball, it feels like most games aren't won, they're lost. And if you can be a team that just doesn't beat yourself and you're fundamentally sound and pitch well, play good defense, get timely hits, I mean, that's a recipe for the postseason. That's a recipe for championship baseball. But you always want to be just playing well. And the last 6 games, we've been playing good baseball. And even though we've had to come back in some games, but we've got some timely hits, we've got some clutch performances, we've had pitchers and defenders and hitters that have really stepped up. And that's just really what it's all about. And playing at this level, big-time players make big-time plays when it means the most. And so our guys have done that. And, they've responded well to the adversity that we face in this young season, and just proud of the way they've raised their game, so to speak. And we don't really talk about raising our game. We just talk about playing at the level of our training, because the level of our training is above the game. But our guys have just done a good job sticking with it, and I guess maybe more raised their focus. And but regardless, they've a couple of tough weeks there, UCF and the South Carolina weekend, but our guys have responded well. So the goal is just to continue to play well and do that as consistently as we can.
Anything else for Coach?